Indro Vruddhasravaha
Swasti na Bhusha Vishwavedam Swasti Nastarksho Arishtanemi Swasti no Brahaspatir Dadatu Om Shanti 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 Om Agni Naya Supatharaye Asman Vishwani Deva Vayunani Vidwan Yoyodhyasma Juhurana Meno Bhuishtampe Navavuktim Vidhema Om Shanti 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 Om Abrahman Brahmano Brahmavarchasi Jayatam Arashtre Rajanyah Shuraisha Ubhyoti Vyadi Maharato Jayatam Dogdhi Dhenuhu Vodhanadvan Asusaptihi Purandhiriyosha Jishnorateshta Sabeyo Yuva Asya Yajamanasya Viro Jayatam Nikame Nikame Naha Vardhanyo Na Varshato Palavatyo Na Voshadayah Pachyantam Yogakshemo Naha Kalpetam Om Shanti 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 Om Apyayantu Mamangani Vakpranaschakshuhu Shrotramado Balamindriyani Cha Sarvani Sarvam Brahma Upanishadam Maham Brahma Nirakuriyam Mama Brahma Nirakarotu Anirakaranamastu Anirakaranam me astu Tad Atmani Nirate Ya Upanishadsu Dharma Te Maya Santo Om Shanti 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 Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat. Namaste Guruji.
Namaste. Welcome to know something about this Yajurveda. And this Yajurveda is a practical manual for a priest and the sacrifice. There will be 16 and more priests and many more people participating in any puja, any homa, any yajna. So especially in this Soma Yaga, with which we are going, there is the entire work of collecting the Soma Valli or Soma leaves and then loading into a cart, and carts loads of Soma is brought to the Devajana, the sacrificial hall, and every step of when the Soma Valli is traveling, all that time we have got to be respectful and then praising and all that. That's why that's Yajna, because the Swargakamo Yajeta, anybody who wants to have a better life, spiritual life and spiritual success and attainments of happiness, one has to perform yajna. So one has to perform puja. So we are in the Soma Agnistoma mantras, a most important common sacrifice of sacrifices. And in that, we have noted 1, 2 section, because that is first Prathama Kanda, Dvitiya Prapataka, and fourth mantra we have covered, where we have used the mantras connected to the Soma, the bringing the carts of Soma loaded towards the Yajnashala. So Anayanam, there you have got that. And then in the next section also we covered, but we are also making prayer for purchasing the Soma. We have to buy Soma. And when we buy Soma Valli, then there is also a procedure how you can prepare a great deal of Somarasam, and all the Somarasam which you extracted from the Soma Valli. There are also other ingredients offered to prepare Soma juice. Not merely the juice of that. There is some more things added to that. Therefore, the somarasa is a highly exhilarating drink which will give a lot of energy. It will not give you intoxication. It is not an intoxicating drink, but it is highly exhilarating and energizing drink. Therefore, to drink soma itself is a great fortune in one's life. But these days we don't have the Agnistoma or soma sacrifices being done. But I remember in Bangalore long years back, that Gurukula, Veda Gurukula system had organized for 1 week or so. I know the persons also in the Bull Temple Road, in the Maratha Kalyana Mandapam area. That lounge, they have put tents and pandals and performed Somayaga. I had the fortune of visiting that from time, and so many Ritvik, so much Kangama was done. So I meant to say that this Agnistoma is a long process and is being done for a number of benefits. And now we have seen the Soma Krayani Pada Sangraha in the 1, 2, 5. So let us recite that 1, 2, 4 and then go to 5. Recite Madbadapa. Asiyagniya asi 1, 2, 4. What? Asiyagniya asi Kshatriya Aditihi asi Ubhayataha Sushmi Sanas.
Asi Kshatriya asya ditirasya Prasyubhayata Shishni Sana Suprachi Supratichi Sambhava Mitrastvapadi Badhnatu Oshadvana Patindrayadhyakshayano Va Mata Manyata Mano Pita Anu Bhrata Saghabhyo Nu Sakha Sayutya Sa Devi Devamachehindraya Somagum Rudraya Avartayato Mitrasya Patha Swasti Soma Saka Podarehi Saharaya.
Beautiful. Estundu care is being taken when that Somavalli cart is towards the Yajnashala, and there you make a prayer. See, asi Yajniya asi, Kshatriya asi, Aditihi asi, and Sirshna Sirshna Ubhayataha, and Sanaha Supratichi Sambhava. That is Prachi and Pratichi. These are the important two directions, the east and west. And Su means Sutaram, Sushtu, Sukham, etc., indicated by the Su. So let it be quite auspicious, all directions. As the cart is moving towards, Mitraha, Padi, Badhnatu. So you make a prayer to the Mitra Deva, the morning god, the sun aspect, the morning sun aspect, Mitraha, Padi, Badhnatu. And Adhva is the Margam, the journey. So that's why Pusha, Adhvana, Patu. We have already noted every day that Pushan is the road watcher. He knows any and everything that is going on all over the globe, especially on the roads. That's what road watch. Therefore, Swastina Pusha Vishwaveda. We have noted that Pushan is a Vishwaveda. He has the knowledge of any and everything. All information is there with Pushan, who is Surya Bhagavan, one of the 12 Adityas. And so he has to protect us or protect you on the Adhvanaha Patu, on the pathway. It is something like telling Shubhaste Pantharas Santu. Anybody leaving our house on travel, then we say, let your Pantha be auspicious and reach safe the destination. In that manner, we have got
Shivaha Pantha.
Yeah.
Shivaha Te Pantha. Shivaha Te Pantha.
Sumna Te Pantha.
Shivati Bandhana.
Santu. So it's a beautiful wish that we always make it. Amele, next we have got Indrasya, Indraya, Adhyakshaya. So Indra is the supervisor. Indra is the presiding officer. Indra, therefore, because Indra is the god, and so Indra is given the importance as we noted earlier. Then the Rud, Sa Deva, Sa Devi, Devam Achahi Indraya Somam. So all Somarasa is meant to be offered to Indra. Later on, people get this share. That's why in Rigveda, we have a reference when Indra went for fight with Rudrasura, the toughest demon, who stopped rain, who caused drought upon the earth. Then in order to make the clouds be relieved of the water, there was a big fight between Rudra Indra Yuddha. That Rudra Indra Yuddha is a proverbial one, something like Rama Ravana Yuddha and Akshakumara and Hanuman Yuddha and so on. So like that, and Malla and Kamsachanura, Mardana of Krishna. Well, these are all the top achievements which we have got in our own religious literature. That because unless you have got that kind of top success, you will not be marked as really great and powerful. So Pusha Dvanapatu Indra Adhyakshaya. Amele Anumanyatam is important because whatever act has been done during the sacrifice, all that actions has got to be approved by the Devata, and the Devata itself is personified. She is called as Anumati Devata. Adrinda now we always make prayer to Anumate Manyaswa, Saraswate Manyaswa, Deva Savita Prasovat. Anumati in the Anumati Devata is Saraswati. And consequently, subsequently, we have Aditi, Saraswati, and the Savitru. Well, these are all the various gods who have got to join to approve the function of the activity for furtherance. And therefore, Mata Anumanyatam, Pita Anumanyatam, Bharata Anumanyatam, Sagarbhyaha means those who are born, co-born people, Sagarbhyaha, and also Sakha, and Sayuthyaha. Yutha here means a group. All those people who are attending the Yajna performance, so that is what grouping. So Sayuthyaha, Sakhaha, andre Sakatumba Saparavaravaagi Bandu Tambula Tagobeku and ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. You always invite not only the person whose name is marked on the address line, but Sakatumba Saparivara, the whole family members and all that all are being invited for a wonderful functions, just like marriage or Upanayanam or some such festival. So in that manner, here also Sayuthyaha, so Yutha Sahitavagi, the whole thing is invited. And then again, next we have got Sa Devi Devam Acha Indraya Somam. So Yalla Soma Valli Somarasa Yarge direct Mardu Yarkosa Arpana Madbeku andre Paramatmanige. A Paramatma Yar Yagnadalli is Indra. Indra is the chief Yajamana. So Indra is the king of gods. Therefore, Avanige. That's why we say Mama Upatra Samasta Durita Kshayadvara Sri Parameshwara Prityartham anta ಹೇಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಯಾವುದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಯಾವ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ನಾವು ಪರಮೇಶ್ವರನನ್ನು ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. We have to say, that's why Krishna also says in Gita, Tat Kurushva Madarpanam, Mai Sanyasya, Mai Arpita Mano Buddhi. Anta, he keeps on hammering our head that you don't consider yourself as the goal. There is somebody who is a goal and you are only an instrument to work for us, on behalf of us. Therefore, Bhagavata, that's why the Atma Karanat ye pachanti te agham bhunjanti. So those people who do not offer to God anything or remember God while eating, well, they will not be doing good. So like that, that is our Indian culture, that is our Hindu philosophy and wisdom, and which has been instructed to us. Therefore, we say, Acha Indraya Somam, yarige yadella kelsa martha idre purpose helbeku. So the purpose is all thing goes to Indra, because when it reaches the Indra, it will be distributed. That's why if you could donate to the chief of the organization or to the chief of the country, all that money, whatever you have done, is being distributed to the good welfare of the people and the king himself. In Arthashastra, Kautilya says, if you put a question, who pays salary for the king? People pay the salary for the king anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Vishaha. Otherwise, how does it reach him? Because it goes in the form of taxes. So, ಯಾವ tax money ಇದೆಯೋ, ಆ tax money-ಯನ್ನು king as a part of salary. Now you are president, you are paying salary for the president of the country or prime minister or anybody like that. They're all being supplied with thousands of rupees as a part of salary. And they look after them because they're all working for the national upliftment and comfort of the people. And therefore, in the same manner, that kind of culture, that whatever work you are doing, it should be directed towards the chief of the whole show. And the chief will be so good enough that he will be distributing all that to all people connected. That's why even Somayagradalli Bharate, Visiraja Pratishtitaha, Raja Sandhi antare. So Visiraja Pratishtitaha, where is the king established? The king is established because only from the people. That's why democracy comes up for the people, by the people, etc., is democratic. That means the king is nobody but a representative. Representative of all people, attending the all kinds of grievances and happiness of celebrations of the people. That is the concept of state and statecraft and state king. So that's why I think the Somam Indraya, Devi, Acha Indraya, and Rudraha Tvavartayato Mitrasya Patha. So Rudras are there present any and everywhere. They are the leaders. What is Rudra? Rudra is Agni only. Agni means energy. Rudra is energy. That's why Namaste Rudramanyava ಅಂತ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದರಿಂದ ರುದ್ರನ ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಫೋಲಿಯೋ ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆವರ್ತಯತು and mitrasya partha in a righteous manner that Rudra has got to direct. And then Swasti Somasakha. So Somasakha Rudraha, Swasti Somasakha Mitraha. So all gods are the friends of Somadeva. And you know, Soma has got three important aspects to be considered. Soma as a Valli, Soma as a Devata, and Soma as a king. Vasan, have you noted this? Soma andre Muru aspects, something like you talk about Saraswati goddess. The Saraswati goddess, she is a war goddess, she is a goddess of knowledge, she is the goddess of any and everything that will be known for good progress and prosperity. Adrinda, hange ella devatagale, all gods and goddesses have got some extended powers. Though they focus on a particular portfolio and support it, but still there are the ancillary portfolios to kings, therefore to the gods or to the higher persons, therefore are the bosses. Therefore, we should think that anybody who tries to head the department or the union, the organization, etc., he would have several things to do it. Therefore, Soma Sakha Swasti. And again, next one, only Punarehi Saharaya. So, Somakke ಏನು ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರಯ್ಯ ಅಂದ್ರೆ increased growth or wealth, and it should not get exhaustive. So more and more Soma twigs, Soma Valli or Soma leaves, etc., to be produced so that it will be employed in the yajna. Therefore, Soma Valli, Soma plant has got to be richly growing. Generally, it is said the Soma plant is growing mostly in the terrains and mountains and elsewhere and all that. I don't know whether it will be cultivated. Soma grief will be cultivated. And in fact, Soma itself is a very big subject in our Vedic studies. Ashtalla nimge beda, namge beda, don't worry. But Soma and there are people who have worked on Soma and got their higher degrees in that. Anyway, so illi swasti Soma Sakha. I hope you understood. Normally, when we recite these mantras, we don't care for the meaning. But when we understand, seek to understand, you see how much of associateship, guarding, protection, and care is being vested upon this particular Soma Valli, out of which a sacrifice has been designed, performed, and benefits are reaped. That's why the Soma Valli is like that. Punarehi Saharaya. And growth. Actually, we should not get exhausted. It is something like the well, in wells, which have got the springs. So if springs are there in a well, if you empty the water from the well the previous evening, by morning when you see, it will be full. They don't know the concept of well, the concept of rope and bucket and drawing the water out from the well and all that. It is a matter of surprise. But they think they don't even consider how at all they are getting water in their houses. That's again a wonderful discovery to be made. But we knew in our young days that how water comes up and all those things. So anyway, come back. Now we shall do the fifth one. And that's very important also. Where in the fifth Anuvaka, what are we doing? So we are trying to make the purchases of the Somavalli. And whenever you take anything into consideration, you should have appreciation for the object. If you appreciate and point out the beneficiary aspect of the purpose that you are, of the object that you are taking up, then the object also becomes happy. That's why we want always. So in Rigveda, in Yajurveda, and all Veda mantras, they contain, what is that they are containing? Praise and prayer. So praise and prayer are the two formulas through which anything becomes adoptable, accessible, and usable for you. Another Yajurveda helkodutte. That's why when it comes to what does Yajurveda teach us, anta question hakondre, ನಾನು ಯಾಕೆ ಯಜುರ್ವೇದ ಓದಬೇಕು, ಯಾಕೆ ಋಗ್ವೇದ ಓದಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದಂದ್ರೆ, some people have given you the thing. For example, Valmiki says, ನಾವು ಋಗ್ವೇದ ಅಧ್ಯಯನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ವಿನೀತತ್ವ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, docility, ವಿನಯ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. You will be sincere and docile and submission, because only you will bow down your head in respect. That's why nama uktim vidhema anovaga, for example. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಉಕ್ತಿಂ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಋಗ್ವೇದ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ, ನೀನು ಅಯ್ಯ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಎಂಬ ಉಕ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ಲಿ, ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಅಂತ ಗೆಸ್ಚರ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ ದಟ್. ಯಜುರ್ವೇದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅವರ್ ಎಟಿಕ್ವೇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಟಾಟ್ ಇನ್ ಯಜುರ್ವೇದ, ಅಂಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ದಿ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ಯು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದಿ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಯಜ್ಞ, ಅಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಟೆಲ್ how you are using it for in the yajna format anta ella helbeku. Hage illi barutte. Now let us recite the 1, 2, 5. Om heli vasya sirudrasi aditihi asi adityasi shukrasi chandrasi bruhaspatistva sumne ranvatu रुद्रो वसुभिराचिकिर आर्चिकेतो पृथिवीस्त्वा मूर्धन आ जिघर्मि देव यजन इडायाः पदे घृतवती स्वाहा परिलिखितगुं रक्षः Parilikhita aratayah idamahagum rakshasi rakshaso griva apikruntami yo asman dveshti yam cha vayam dishma idamasya griva. Hedi Babu, you just repeat this Kandika. Om Vasyasi. Oh, you're mute, Vasan. Om Vasyasi Rudrasi. Yeah. So anyway, I start explaining. ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ up to you come up to the ಪದೇ ಘೃತವತಿ ಸ್ವಾಹ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ಅರ್ಪಣ, trying to offer, and that is there. But before that, you have to also use some kind of complementary terms with which they will be able to, with which the Somavalli becomes really happy. So Vasu, Rudra, Aditya, and Adityas, Shukra, Chandra, Brihaspati, Rudra, Brihaspati. So these are all the names of the gods or the gods who have been counted in order to offer happiness and comfort and beneficiary power into the Soma. Look here, Vasu is wealth, Vasudevatas are there, Ashtavasus are there, and Lekadas Rudras are there, and Aditi is there, the mother of all the gods, and Adityas are there, gods in total, all the children, all the sons of Devatas. Aditi is called Aditya, and Shukra again Agni, otherwise called heat energy. Shukramasi, like that we say. Shukra talks about the heat, energy, activity, and glow, everything that we have got to do, Shukra. And Chandra is cool. Shukra is hot, Chandra is cool. Therefore, Shukrosi, Chandrosi. And ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬೃಹಸ್ಪತಿ ತ್ವಾ. Brihaspati is the god of, he is Guru. He is the Acharya of intelligence. And he is the advisor, mentor to gods. So that Brihaspati is and our ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಸುಮ್ನೆ ರಣವತು. So make you enjoy in coziness and in comfort. Ranvatu. So Ranana means enjoyment. You know that Rana is enjoyment, Arana is non-enjoyment. So, for example, they say that Ranaranga is Yuddha Bhumi, is the place of work. That is work spot. It's called that where you work, where you get benefits out of it. Therefore, that is the place where you use your intelligence and skills and time, etc. So thereby it is a Ranabhumi. Rana does not mean only Dharma Kshetra, Kurukshetra, war ground. No. Every office, every work, every job is a war ground for us. Everybody knows it because we run tension, we run all that. So Sukramasi Jyotirasi. And like that we say. Now, again, Ranvatu. So Ranvatu andre, they really enjoy. Ranana. And Aranya andre, no enjoyment. When you are walking in a forest, for example, Atavi, every minute you are gripped by fear. You don't know from what direction what comes and attacks you, or you are in the trouble. Therefore you are always ridden with fear when you go in the Aranya. But when you are there in Ranana Jaga, you are enjoying it. So that's why you have got the word as Ranvatu. That is, you just enjoy that Ranvatu. Then you have also Rudraha, Vasubihi, Achiketu. So Vasu and Rudras, both put together, have got to respect you or worship you or consider you important. Why? Because Tva Prithivyaha Murdhan Ajigharmi. See, I am going to place you and use you and send you as the most precious thing from the that is out of the earth, because it is a Somvalli, I think, is the product of the earth. Bhumindane ella bandvrate. That's why Prithvi is our mother. Everything is generated because of the cooperation and the tolerance and everything of the Prithvi Devata. And Murdhan Jigharmi and Devayajana Idayaha Padam Gritavati Swaha. So Somavallige Shivalinga ಅವರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಏನು ಕಾಂಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ದೇವಯಜನಂ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದಿ ಯಜ್ಞಶಾಲ, where a spot where you invite all the gods to that. That's why the Devayajana is being separately marked out or constructed, or the Deva Alaya, I mean Deva corner, Devata Gruha or Devata Puja, all that is there. That's why that Devayajana, what is Devayajanam? Now the answer is Devayajanam is Idayaha Padam. That is the place where goddess Ida Devata is there. Ida, and that is Saraswati, and Ida also, Mruda Ida. You have got that. So Mruda, compassionate. Ida, granting your continuation of your performance. So Saraswati Devi is there. Padam andre sthanam. And who is this? Gritavati Idayaha. Gritavati andrenu. Gruta is Hiranyam. Gruta is representative of all good and all best thing in the world. Therefore, Anta Daige Swaha. Now, up till now, you are really concerned to bring the Somavalli or cart's load of Soma to your Devayajanam, and you have been marking that so many gods must keep taking care of them, and see that ultimately it should come to the Devayajana, Yajnashala, the corner marked for performance of the Yogayaga, and where there is also preceded by the Saraswati Devi and all that. And before all that preparation is being done, we have preoccupying evil elements. All kinds of elements or evil creatures will be there occupying the Bhumi. Therefore, it is your primary duty to cleanse it. Therefore, you have to drive them away. So look at the words which will have that magical action. So the magical action that all those unwanted evil elements have been driven away. And if at all there are some Rakshasas who are impertinent and indolent to get out from the Yajnashala, and their grivas have got to be cut off. They have to be killed off. So that's why the mantra tells you this is a highly atharvanic mantra, magical mantra, and by staying at one place, you are able to get rid of the evil any place that is being stationed. That's why I say Parilekhata Gum Rakshaha, Parilakita Aratayaha. So Rakshaha, Aratayaha. And these are the two important inimical, evil, disturbing elements. So unless you keep clear of the disturbing people, you cannot have peaceful performance of the yajna. Therefore, you have to make a preparation that you will be clearing off the dirt and unwanted people from the arena where you want to start your puja. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ವ, ಆಗಮಾರ್ಥಂತು ದೇವಾನಾಂ ಗಮನಾರ್ಥಂತು ರಕ್ಷಸಾಂ ಅಂತ ಘಂಟಾನಾದ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. So striking the bell is a great indication to good people to join, to bad people to get out. interested people to join and disinterested people to leave the area, give room for the more interested people to stay on. So this is the kind of indication and symbolism that we use in our things. Similarly, Gananam Tva Ganapatigum Havamahe. ಆ ಗಣಪತಿಗುಂ ಹವಾಮಹೆ ಅಂತ ಮಂತ್ರ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ವಾಸನ ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ಬರೀ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ಗಣಪತಿಗುಂ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಡು? ಎನಿಬಡಿ? ಶಿವಲಿಂಗ ಅವರೇ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಗಣಾನ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ? ಗಂಟಾನಾದ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಯು ರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಬೆಲ್ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ you are, so the bell is an invitation to Ganapati. Bell is an indication for the Aratis and Rakshas that they have no purpose and they need not stay here. They are free to get out. And still there will be some more Rakshasas who are sitting, who do not leave immediately, indolent fellows. Therefore, avarkoskara ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಜಿಕಲ್ ಮಂತ್ರ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. What is that called? Idamahagum rakshasa griva apikruntami. Griva apikruntami. I am trying to cut out the neck of the Rakshasas. The neck cutting out is important so that they can be killed in no time. For example, in Markandeya Puranam, with this reference you should note, in Durga Saptasiti, that is the 13 chapters portion praising the Amavaru, Durga Parameswari, Ali, Mahakali, Chamundi, Devi, they're all fighting with Sumbharakshasas. Adaralli, Sumbharakshasa head was cut off by Devi in the battle after fighting a long time, and wherewith the fellow falls down dead. So, Griva Kruntami another one aspect, trying to cut off the neck in the war. So, here also, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ symbolic ಆಗಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ, I don't know. I remember one thing because I worked on this Soma sacrifice also in my thesis for my PhD course degree. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಒಂದು ಕೃಷ್ಣಾಜಿನದ ಹೆಡ್ ಹತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕೊಂಬಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಕೀಪ್ ಒನ್ ತ್ರಪು ಅಂತಾರೆ, ಅದು ಟಿನ್ ಪೀಸ್ ಒಂದು ಇಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಈ ಮಂತ್ರಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿ ಆ ಟಿನ್ ಪೀಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಾಲಿಂದ with button with leg they kick that. So it is a symbolic action here, but practically the head of the Rakshasa whom you intended will be get cut off, because it is not advisable for people to go to war and kill all the Rakshasas. There is when you perform yajna, you are trying to drive away the evil and invite the good, and also make the good happen to all the participants and lokas. That's why yagnena yajnamayajanta devaha tani dharmani pradhamanya dehanakam mahimanaha. So yajna ಮಾಡಿರೋರಿಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಹಿಮ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಮಹಿಮ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಬರೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ we have to do puja, ಹೋಮ, ಜಪ, ಪಾರಾಯಣ, ಪ್ರದಕ್ಷಿಣ, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ. Why are we doing all these things for some time? No doubt everybody is busy with their own office work, with their own homework, with their own other family work, etc. So everybody is oppressed psychologically, physiologically, sociologically, anthropologically, medically, etc. But in spite of all that, we should spare some time for the spiritual. ರಾಮ ಅಂತ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಆದ್ರೂ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಹಂಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರೀವ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪಿ ಶಬ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟ್ರೈಂಗ್ ಟು ಡ್ರೈವ್ ಅವೇ ದ ಈವಿಲ್, ಬಟ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಸಮ್ ರಕ್ಷಾಸ್ and they will not usually go out probably, and you have to only do with them. And not only they, also yo asman dveshti yam cha vayam dishmaha idamasya grivaha. So idella ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ, idamasya grivaha api kruntami. Griva kruntami andre, there is not that exactly their neck is being cut off from their body. It is a symbolic situation where they are given sufficient harm so that they will vacate the area and keep the area free and pure for the furtherance of the oriented, expected yajna. So yajna bhagavan, yajna karykrama agbeku andre vighnagalella parihara agbeku. That's why we make a prayer, nirvighnamasತು. So nirvighnamasತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಸಂಕಲ್ಪ ಮಾಡಿರುವ ಯಜ್ಞ ಯಾವ ತರ ಇಂಪಿಡಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ it should be covered and completed. Therefore api kruntami. So the significance of the word api in English api means also and. So is something like uta. So api kruntami. And then after all removing the evil out, after having made praise for the Somarasa, Somavalli, and brought into the complex, etc., then what more is there to be done? So sa devi devyavasya pasyasva twashtrumati twashti ishtamati te sapeya surata rato dadhana viram vidya tavam sadrusi maham rayasposhena viyosham om shanti. ನೋಡಿದ್ರ ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. Even in Medha Suktam or in Saraswati Suktam, you have the same idea. Ma dhiya ma vivasi. So Saraswati Sukta ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, Amma Tayi Saraswati, you please see that I am not at all detached from intelligence. I am not detached from wisdom. Because of my prayer and because of your grace, I should be attached with the wisdom and intelligence ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಸಿ ಒಬ್ರು ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಬಂದು ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಏನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕಣ್ಣಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ರೆಟಿನಾ ಡಿಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತಂತೆ. ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎಮರ್ಜೆನ್ಸಿ ಆಪರೇಷನ್. I know one of the Veda Kendra students who said, sir, there was so much problem that doctor, when I went for a problem to the doctor, I said, retina is getting detached. I don't know about it, I should know it. And then ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೋ, what would take place in our. So all that has got to be predicted or found out, and then redressal must be done. In the same manner, here also we have got a request done for the devatas and Soma Devata, saying that ma aham rayasposhena viyosham. So may I not be separated. That means I should have the enrichment of Raya and Posha. Raya is wealth, Posha is the food, prosperity. And now let us see the other one. What is the meaning of the word? Vasan, are you there? Do you repeat that?
Guruji.
Heli, Asme Raya, ilinda helbidi. You're absent. Please talk about Parilikhitam ninda heli onsala. Parilikhitam rakshaha.
Parilikitham raksha. Parilikitham rakshaha. Parilikitha arataya. Idamahagam rakshaso. Riva abhigrantami. Yo asmam deshtiyam cha vayam dishma. Idamasya griva apikrintami asme rayastve rayastote raya samdevi devyor vashya vashyasvat vashtimati te sapeya suretare to dadhana viram videya tava samdrushi ma ahagam rayasposhena viyosham.
Beautiful. So ನೋಡಿದ್ರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲೂರಲ್ಲು ಸಿಂಗುಲರ್ ಎರಡು ಇದೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ರಕ್ಷಃ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ರಾಕ್ಷಸಾಸ್ ಪುಟ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್ ಒನ್. ಪರಿಲಿಖಿತಂ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಡ್ರಿವನ್ ಔಟ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಅರಾತಯಃ ಪರಿಲಿಖಿತಾಃ. ಈ ಅರಾತಯಃ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಶತ್ರುಗಳು, ಯಾರು ಡಿಸ್ಕರೇಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ, ಯಾರು ಹಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ, ಅಲ್ಲ, ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿ ಪ್ಲಂಡರರ್ಸ್, something like the rebellions, something like those, their group is too big. Therefore, The plural is there, aratayaha, those who do not contribute for the enhancement of the yajna. Therefore, aratayaha parilikitaha. And again, you got rakshasaha grivapi kruntami. And I am going to griva, as kruntami. So, you rakshasaha. So, you have got the word, I mean, rakshasam or rakshasaha, rakshasaha. So, here is the plurality of that bahuvachanam is there. And again, asman dveshti dvishmaha idamasya griva. Even the griva kruntana, griva kruntana is a kind of punishment to be given to those people who cause disturbances, who obstruct or hinder things. And so kruntami is the what ultimate one that he has to do it. Actually, no priest or no king or no yajamana would go and cut off the neck of the fellow, but it is a symbolic, magical deed or gesture that you do in a sacrifice before you start, that the mere utterance has so much power. That's why nirarthakaha mantraha anu tappu arthavantaha mantraha anta establish madidare. No utterance of the mantra goes futile. Mantrocharana is really powerful. You cannot have, but that's why there is necessary paraphernalia to be observed for the mantra ucharana whenever you do it. One example, I was told in Purana, Kunti Devike, Agastya Maharshi, I mean, Surya, mantra kuttidane, ಯಾವಾಗ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಯಾರಿಂದ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರೋ ಅವರು you will be getting a child from them. So when Kunti was walking, a unmarried girl, beautiful, and when she was just walking on the terrace of her palace, suddenly she saw that Surya Bhagavan so bright and all that, and she remembered the mantra given by Agastya Maharshi that whenever you want a child, you will be blessed. Then she wanted to test the mantra. That is the whole thing that she has done. So what you know the story, that she used that mantra given by the Guru. Agastya Maharshi is not an ordinary fellow. He is a Brahmarshi and he is highly powerful, potential and tapasvi. You know that Agastya, andrenu aga andre papa, tya andre tyaga. Papavanne tyaga vadiruva Maharishi Agastya Maharshi. Agastya Maharshi ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಮಂತ್ರವನ್ನು ಕುಂತಿ ಉಚ್ಚಾರಣೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಸೂರ್ಯ ಭಗವಾನ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ and said, I will give you a boy to you. Then Kunti said, how can it be? I am a virgin. I am not married. I cannot get it. And my puberty will be spoiled and I will become hopeless. Like that, she went on pleading with Surya Bhagavan. Then Surya said to her, no, you see, mantra is powerful. I cannot simply go away when once you have recited the mantra, which has got the desire fulfillment effect. Therefore, I should give you a boy. Then she said, my virginity, how about my virginity and all that? Then he said, no, I will give such, I am not at all affecting your virginity or anything. And he will be named as a Karna. And so give you. Then you know the story further. So what I want to stress here is the mantra power, to that all people are in the vasha, are controlled. See, mantra adhinam tu daivatam. So ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಶ್ರೀ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣ ಉಚ್ಚಾರಣ ಮಾಡೋದು ಮಂತ್ರ. ಯಾವ ಮಂತ್ರವನ್ನು ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣ ಉಚ್ಚಾರಣ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೋ all gods are bound by the mantra. Therefore, we cannot think that the mantras are not at all effective or productive or generative. No, mantras are always, but only we want to have the anusthana and appropriate utility. Therefore, illi kuda aste, see, apikruntami anta will say, it really happens that those people whom you think like that, and so they will be, they will, whatever intention you make it, that will happen. For example, you say, when you do Sri Suktam, This is a Satyam Vacham Asimahi. Why are you reciting Sri Suktam? Why are you bringing Lakshmi Devi into your portals? And why are you doing Abhishekam or Kunkumarchana or this or that to Lakshmi Devi? Because Satyam Vacham Asimahi. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೊನೆಗೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಿ? ಸತ್ಯಾನೋ ಆಶಿಷ ಸಂತು ಸಂತತಂ ಶ್ರೀರಸ್ತು. So all this will mean that you have got to have a positive effect and a removal of the negativity. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅಪಿಕೃಂತಾಮಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಸ್ಮೇ ರಾಯಸ್ವ ಅಂಡ್ ಈ ಯಜಮಾನನಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಯಸ್ವ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವ ವಾಂಟ್ ಫುಲ್ಫಿಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ give him maximum wealth possible. And also rayasta te rayah, so te rayah. So rayah came 2 times, means that he must have a continuous flow of the wealth in him, because something like Saraswati is knowledge. As you share the knowledge will not get hampered. Rather, your thinking power, your faculty becomes improved. Medha Manisha improves. And therefore, so here it is. And then Tvashtimati te sapeya surata rato dadhana viram videya tava sandrusi. So viram videya, that is the desire fulfillment, that you should beget a powerful son, useful son. And so maham raye poshena viyosham. So I will never, I have not to any time be removed of the fortune of having the continuous food and prosperity or wealth and prosperity in this. That is the beautiful prayer that you do to Somavarasa, Somavalli, when you are making the Somapada. And in the next Anuvaka, the 6, that is 1 to 6, you have how you are able to Unmanam is trying to bring and preparing yourself to prepare the Somavalli. I mean, cut madbittu Soma juice you have to prepare. And how you are doing that Soma juice, a formula also has been given to you in the next mantra, which we are going to recite. Amshuna te amshu agumsahu pruchyata parusha parugandhaste ka mamavatu madaya raso achyuto atmanyosi sukraste graha abhityam devagum savitaram urnyo kavikratum archami satya savasagum ratnadhamam abhipriyam matim urdhva yasyamatirno adejyudadu what is it? Sarvimani Hiranyapanirami Sukratuhu Kripa Suvaha Prajabhyastva Pranayatva Jnanayatva Prajastvamnu Prinihi Prajastvamanu Prinantu. Beautiful heading. Amsunate
agumsho puchyatam varusha parurgandhaste kama mavatu madaya raso achyuto amatyosi shukraste grahovi yam devagum savitaramunyo kavikratu marchami satya savasagum ratnadama vivriyam matimurdha yasyamatirбha adidutyat savemani hiranyapanirami sukrato kripa suvaha prajabhyastva pranayatva dhyanayatva Prajastvamano pranihi. Prajastvamano prananto.
That's a beautiful. You understand the culture reflected in this particular mantra, where whatever yajna you are doing, it is not always personal and it is more impersonal. The last line nodidra, pranihi prajaha swamanu pranantu. Nodidra, that is the Yajurveda culture. See, prajaha pranihi, I'm sorry, pranihi, and
Prajastvamano pranati.
Anupranantu prajaha tva anupranantu. It is a natural,
Anupranati.
actually mutual. ಪ್ರಜರ ಜನರೆಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ಸಂತೋಷವಾಗಿ ಆರೋಗ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಆನಂದವಾಗಿರಬೇಕು. On the other hand, they should also continue to make you live and respected and performed further also. Therefore, it is a constant mutual activity supporting the growth and prosperity of each one. The yajna must grow, people must grow. And the gods in linking this yajna and people also should be happy. So thereby, yajna annodi.
Dvipadesam chatushpade.
Yes,
Dvipadesam chatushpade.
that's exactly what it is. So this is what we call as Sambhuya Samuthana antare. And the gods, the yajna sambharas, and the yajna vedi, and the gods therein, all people are covered in this, so that it is a wholesale, holistic prosperity to everyone, to every nation, every universe, and everybody. And therefore, the science of sacrifice is so beautifully built up by our rishis in the Brahmanas and elsewhere, that we are able to note that yajna, worship, praise, honor, and derivations, etc., is all the matter of work for people who are born here. And for that purpose only, there is a beautiful division done by Paramatma among the people. Chaturvarnyam maya srishtam guna karma vibhagataha. ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ದಿ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಡನ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ಗುಣ ಅಂಡ್ ಕರ್ಮ. ಜಾತಿ ಆಫ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್. ಜಾತಿ ಜನ್ಮ, ಜಾತಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜನ್ಮ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ವಭಾವ, ಸ್ವಭಾವ, ಗುಣ ಅಂಡ್ ಕರ್ಮ. And according as the guna, according as the karma, the whole thing has been done. Therefore, yajna is a universal performance for the benefit of one and all. That's why pranihi prajaha, and then tvam anupranantu. Yakappa, if people are good, then the king also will be good. If the king is good, people also are good. If anywhere anything goes wrong, there will be chaos and confusion and unhappiness. Therefore, I think this is a beautiful cultural epithet that we have got here, so that we will be able to understand more about the importance slowly, because Soma Yaga is a very important yaga of yagas. So Soma, and in fact, I want to refer to you, I think you must have all got Sivalingavare, the e-copy of our Vedaganga volume 28. So adaralli kuda ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಲರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ, and in that you notice a beautiful article on yajna written by the Raghava, Buddhapal Raghava. He has given a comprehensive understanding of the concept of, or the performance of, or information about yajna sambharas, and all that. So I wish you go through that. Don't simply make the Vedaganga ornament in the shelf, and there are copies, and those who did not take the copy, you are requested to take copy and keep it on your tea table. Don't keep it in the shelf, so that whoever comes to your house, they will be attracted to look at it. Dharma is very fearful, dharma is graceful. So Dharma Devata Yama is very graceful in look at the very cover page. Dharma Virudra Kalabhairava is also very much terrifying. So please go through that and then make a comment. So I think I stop here. Om Swasti.
Om Swasti Sahana Bhavatu. सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ओम शांति 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 हरिः ओम तत्सत् सर्वं श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु श्री वासुदेवार्पणमस्तु श्री वेदपुरुष आशीर्वादोस्तु ओम तत्सत् हरि ओम।